John, what did you see on that sequence with the hit on Robertson, and how do you feel the team responded to that moment in the game?
I think he got an interference penalty, right? So I think that was the correct call. The puck wasn't there. Came in pretty hot, so good response from the group. Obviously, it speaks a lot, the most character, and not surprising the way he carries himself and leads for our group. So, and then after that, I think we just stayed really calm and composed. As obviously the temperature of the game kind of really went up there. Scrums were frequent, and we're there, standing up for one another, protecting our net, but at the same time being composed during the power play. And obviously, was a big part of us getting a 2-goal lead and put us in a good spot for the rest of the night.
John, what did you think of the new four five today? Some zone time and also providing the goal.
Well, they've been here for a while, those guys, and they're still a big part of our group. Tremendous amount of experience, ability, obviously character and physicality and leadership that they bring. Big guys for us off the ice as well. So it's been great having them back around and then have them step up and contribute tonight. Obviously a big goal, great for them, a huge part of our team, and nice to see them come up with a big play and play a solid game throughout.
Could you imagine what it would like to be Kyle and Wayne and not starting with the team and having to wait for this opportunity?
No, I can't. I know it can't be easy, especially like I said, the type of people they are, the character, I think their ability, the experience that they have, everything they've been through, and knowing, I think, the work and the commitment that they put into this team and how much they care. The work in the off season and coming into camp in great shape and having solid camp. So, it's the nature of the game, obviously, and it can be difficult at times, especially with the business side of it. But they've stuck with it, not surprisingly, and like I said, still big parts of our team and showed tonight.
Wayne gets a lot of attention for the physical play, but what do you see on the play he made to set up the camp goal?
Well, I think we all know he's got tremendous hands and uses his body so well around the net and good feel around the net, and just made a really nice touch play there to Kemper, and he's done that his whole career. So he's a really good hockey player.
You've been finding the back of the net. What do you attribute to the early season success that you've had in that kind of?
Well, I'm just trying to be myself. I think be productive and consistent, continue to evolve my game throughout my career, and then obviously playing with some pretty good players, and we got a good team. So continue to read off of them and use my skill set to best help them and try to make them better, and then obviously make plays and contribute when those opportunities come, which you try to do, and obviously play a strong 200-foot game, be good without the puck in your own end, and we'll usually lead to good things.
John, what do you thought of Ilya's play through 4 games here?
I think the confidence just continues to grow, the comfort level, getting a good feel for the structure that we play with and how he can read off that and use his ability and his strengths, and get into a little bit of the rhythm, seeing the puck and having a good feel for that. I think like any player, when you start playing and getting rolling and good things are happening, you really start to get a good eye and a good feel for things, and you can kind of see that coming for him. So I know he's had a great mindset, great attitude every day, and just continue to go with that, get better tomorrow, and be ready for the next opportunity.
Morgan, what do you see on the hit on Robertson in that moment?
Nothing. In the moment, didn't look clean, so that's all.
But this team is, taking questions about just sort of things like that, Morgan, and maybe not sticking up for each other. So what goes through your mind in that instant when you see that happen?
Yeah, I don't think there's ever been any doubt about our group. I mean, maybe you guys have, but within this locker room, there's never been a question of our group being together and having that bond. So I don't really think anything of it.
How would you describe the impact Kyle and Wayne made?
I thought they were great tonight. Obviously contributing on a big goal for us, and just playing well all night, all over the ice.
What stands out the most about the way John Tavares has started the season?
Yeah, he's had an amazing start. He's playing extremely well for us. He's doing a lot of really, really good things, and he's our captain, he's our leader, so that's what you expect. But when he's out there doing what he's doing, it's a big boost for our club.
A win is a win, but what does a win of this nature do for the club, Morgan, after a bit of a weird week and kicking off the 5-game road trip?
Yeah, I think more than anything, it's just a good way to start your road trip. We're on the road here for a while. We're playing some good teams. We come here first, and you want to kick it off on the right foot. Get some good good energy going as we head out west, and I think we did that here tonight, so that's great.
Could you imagine what it would be like in Wayne or Kyle's shoes when you get cut after camp and you don't even get into the lineup until Game 6?
It's tough. It's tough for sure. But I mean, I think how those guys came in and played tonight is a real testament to who they are. I mean, they come in, they just work. I don't even know if they knew if they were going to be in the lineup or not until this morning. So, to come in and play the way they did, and to be talking between periods and bring energy to the bench, and I mean, it speaks volumes about those two individuals. And they've learned a lot over their careers, and to have people like that around is always going to be beneficial to our team.
What did you learn the most about Ilya since he's been here?
The goalie you're talking about?
Yeah, the goalie.
He's been great. Obviously, huge wins for us. I thought tonight he was outstanding. If he's back there playing that way, it gives the team a lot of confidence. And he's just been doing everything for us back there.
So Ilya, what did you like the most about tonight's win?
Win.
Yeah.
Easy choice. It's a nice game, very strong, a lot of physical today. Third period was really hard for us. Winnipeg is very good forecheck and a lot of problem for us. But we create some win mental right now, and we just enjoy.
What do you think of the fourth line with Wayne Simmonds and Kyle Clifford, their effort tonight?
These guys play very physically, it's helped it a lot. We play against strong team too. Yeah, and Simmonds, you see how he got pass is pretty good, it's awesome.
What are you feeling more comfortable with each game that you're playing on this team now?
Yes. After every shot, after every period, I feel better. Yeah, more confidence.
The boys stood up for one another, and we got 2 points. That's what matters.
I guess maybe the best example of that is the Robertson hit and the reaction to that. How did you see that play out?
I thought it was, obviously a little bit of a questionable hit. I didn't see too much of it, but I love the way, our team responded to that. Momo jumps in, and the rest of the guys follow. So, it's great to see that. We try to preach all for one and one for all in this dressing room, and I think we saw that tonight.
Just
describe the play that you set up, David, on the pass that you made with.
Cliffy made a great play coming through the neutral zone, and I think me and Appleton kind of ran into each other and slipped the puck to the middle. I just grabbed and I saw somebody coming behind me, so I just tried to throw it there, as quick as possible. And Camper, had a nice shot and put it in the net.
What did it mean to you to get into this game?
Yeah, it was awesome. I think the last 2-3 weeks have been a long haul for me, but I think it's just staying patient, willing to do whatever it takes to help the guys out, and I'm here for the boys, and I'll always be here for these guys. So I love these guys.
Why do you feel that way, Wayne?
Pardon?
Why do you feel that way?
We just have such a great group. I think from day one, I was accepted, immediately, and I think, when that happens, and you have such great, group camaraderie. For me, late in my career, it's something that you cherish, and you don't take for granted, and because of that, I would do anything for these guys.
Did you have doubts that maybe you wouldn't get to wear that sweater again in a game?
Yeah, of course. It always runs through your mind, but I think for me, I know I still have some juice left in the tank, and I know I can still play. So, the Toronto is where I want to be, and I think it was just a little bit of being patient, and then trying to show what I can do, within practice and training camp and all of that stuff. And luckily I got one in tonight, so it was nice.
You mentioned it.
You and Kyle had much rust. They didn't play with any. Well, why do you think the line was so effective, Wayne? And it was on time and that sort of thing.
First of all, we got Campy in the middle, and he's Mr. Reliable. So you make a mistake, he's always there to back you up. And me and Cliffy have a pretty straightforward game. We play straight lines, get pucks in deep, go to work. And I thought we did a good job. Me and Cliffy have played together, a lot. Obviously starting in LA, we played a lot together, and then once Cliffy came to Toronto, came back to Toronto, we played a lot together last year too. So I think we know each other pretty well.
What stands out to you about the way John Tavares has started the season?
It's hot.
Yeah.
He's hot, real hot. It's impressive. He's Mr. Steady. You know, he's always even keel. He's always doing the right things, and he's a guy that leads by example. And that's the reason why he's our captain. And you know, he's been unbelievable to start the year this year.
You mentioned it's been a long 3 weeks. How do you get through it? How do you stay even keeled and keep your mind in the right spot?
Like I said, we got a great group of guys here. You come in every single day. You're laughing. You're having fun. You know, I got a great support system at home, and you know, I chalk it up to those two things.
Were there heightened nerves? Did it feel like a first time for you? Like
Oh, no.
before the puck dropped?
No. You know, I played a long time, you know, so it was kind of just, I could bring it back to last year, you know, when I got sat a few games in a row, and then, you know, you jump in and, you know, you just try to do your job, try to be professional, and, you know, try to take care of what you can.
Why do you think the Leafs-Jets rivalry is so hot?
I think it goes back to when we had that North Division.
Yeah.
And, you know, we had a lot of fun games against them, and obviously, you know, there's, dare I say, hatred between the two teams, and, you know, these are just really fun games to play, and I think, you know, that's kind of the way you want it.
Sheldon, what do you like about the way your team navigated this one to find 2 points?
Just really like, you know, we scored a big goal in the second period, go up 2-1, you know, and things got a little hairy there for a bit. You know, I loved how we responded and dealt with that, especially with, you know, we come out of one of those incidents with a power play. And when you get a power play in that moment, and with the temperature of the game rising, you want your best people to make good on it, and they did a great job. You know, give us a 2-goal lead going in the third period. First time we've been in that situation, you know, through the early going of the season here. You know, it wasn't perfect through the third period, but a combination of our guys playing hard and defending the net well, and Samsonov being real strong for us. It's a good road win to start this trip.
In particular, that situation with Robertson getting hit. Rielly obviously is a big part of this team. What do you like about how he handles that moment and how the team does?
You know, our sport calls for different things at different times, and sometimes you need players to step out of character a little bit to, you know, and you know, Rielly's moment was that he had to step or stick up for a teammate and address that. And you know, David Kampf, Simmonds, and Clifford score the game-winning goal. I mean, you'll figure the way things work out. That's just the way the sport is. You need different people to step up at different times, and you know, that's a real positive thing to come out of the game here today. Is, you know, everybody contributed in different ways, and in some cases not what you would expect.
Sheldon, why do you think there was no rest for Wayne and Kyle? I mean, I know they played together, but first game and that sort of thing. But other than the goal, they're also quite effective.
Yeah, I mean, those guys, they had fresh legs, obviously lots of energy. They're very motivated coming in here. You know, that's part of the reason why you change the group up a little bit. You're coming out on the road, and you're just trying to continue to build our team and get some traction on the season. And those are two important people for us in our organization. We're, you know, for me, I was, you know, sort of had my fingers crossed that both were going to get through waivers, you know, selfishly. For me, they, you know, give us additional depth and give us the ability to change the look of our lineup at any time when we choose, now that we have the cap space. So those guys are so important to us, you know, and it was good to see them come in today and contribute.
Wayne's move behind the back, that's just evidence of the skill that he brings along with that line as well.
Yeah, I mean, you know, Wayne's a guy that's made a lot of plays in this league, so he's, you know, every now and again he pulls it out. So it was good to see, and then, you know, David Kampf just continues to do his thing.
Why do you think John Tavares has had such a strong start this year?
I was going to say that, you know, that he said, you know, this offseason was really good for him. He was healthy all through it, that he could really push and really challenge and look to add to his game and improve his game. You know, and then of course he had the setback in camp that, you know, stalled him a little bit. Didn't get the same momentum going into the season that others might have had, and doesn't seem to have affected him. If anything, maybe that time off has given him a little more juice. But yeah, he looks really good. You know, two very important goals for us here tonight. But more importantly to that, I think he's been really good in each game. He's, you know, 5-on-5. He's been really good. His line, you know, whether it was Malgin there or Robertson now, the line's been pretty consistently good for us.
Say something about the group that you're still playing a bit of choppy hockey, Sheldon, trying to get in sync, but you've come out of this with 4 wins in the first 6 games.
Yeah, we can be better for sure. I mean, we can be better in our structure. I thought today, you know, there was a lot of really good moments You know, if anything that we gave up tonight, for the most part, it came at the tail end of our offense. Where the puck changed hands and then off they go the other way. But in terms of our structure, when we were in structure, they didn't get a whole lot. The goal we gave up, I didn't like how we dealt with that situation, but there was good things there. And power play gets 2 very important goals for us here tonight, but power play can still be better, and we still haven't. All our guys aren't really clicking yet offensively. Austin and Mitch, Bunce, I thought those guys was maybe their best game here tonight. And Austin's 13 shot attempts or something crazy like that here tonight, and you can tell that it's right there, and he's ready to break out. So all those things are really good signs for our team. We're still picking up points, and it's on a night like tonight, it's special teams and goaltending lead the way, and then you just get out of here, have the third period clean, and get out to Vegas.
How concerned were you at first when Mitch Marner went into the boards and hit his head?
To be honest, I didn't see it initially. He came to the bench and his face was a mess. So didn't quite know what happened. I asked for them to find it for me so I could figure out what happened there. Yeah, I was not concerned because he seemed like he was okay, but he's not looking quite like himself right now. But he'll.
Austin was still kind of just looking at his back in the first period. Is that something you guys are just going to have to keep an eye on, with more maintenance days or things like that?
Yeah, we'll see. I think there was a couple times maybe he looked like he was giving some attention to that, but when he comes back to the bench, he doesn't say anything about it. He's just playing hockey, so I don't think it's anything that we're too concerned about. But anytime a guy like that's important as he is and plays as much as he does, you're going to continue to be mindful of what's happening on the off days and such.